Hello, Cruising World. Mick the Suit Guy with you. It's Monday. Monday is Tips Day. Let's get straight to it, shall we? Tips this week from me. Got a few, because I've been thinking about this. I go hiking with my little recorder, and as I'm hiking, I think of ideas. And if I don't write them down, I'll forget them. I wrote them down this week, and one I already knew. Well, I knew I was going to say it, But anyways, first tip this week is some did you knows. Did you knows to help you out? Because a lot of people don't know this. When you go on a cruise ship and you have the cheers package or drinks and everything like that specifically, when you are in a US port, did you know that you pay tax on those drinks? Yes, you do. So if you've got the cheers package and all of a sudden you see, like on the first day you're in port and you see like 72 cents, 56 cents or whatever, whoa, I'm supposed to be free. That's the tax. They have to collect it. It's not Carnival's money, it's the state's money. So, or so they say anyway. They did it. It's kind of weird. We're just on the Splendor going to Alaska, and we got into Victoria in Canada, and they were charging us on the last day during the day at sea. Well, we were kind of off the border of Canada. We were getting close. But they were charging us tax on that day too. So if you ever see it, like on a regular day that they're charging you it and you don't think they're in a US port, maybe you might want to ask. I should have probably. But we were definitely getting charged taxes on a sea day, which was because on the Alaska cruise on the last day they go into Victoria in Canada for like 3 hours just so they say they went into a foreign port. Anyways, so be prepared for that. Also, speaking of the cheers package, a very brief one. It's not really a cheers package per se, but something to be aware of. If you got to buy the cheers package and you're either in Texas or in New York, just remember you cannot do cheers on day one. I've said that in other tips, I'm sure, but while I'm thinking about it, it's good to reiterate that particular tip for you. So simple. Watch out for those taxes that you get charged when you're doing that. The funny thing is, while I was doing that first tip, I thought another great one I was going to give you. And then when I did the second one, I've already forgotten what it was. I should have stopped and written down as I was recording. Hopefully it will come back to me at some point in my life, but who knows? Probably the best tip you could have ever had. I can kind of see it. I kind of home in on it a little bit, but not 100%. Can't give it if I don't know it. So we'll move on to tip number 2. If you get 4 this week, it's because it came back to me. So tip number 2 is when you are getting off the ship. Remember, there are 2 ways to get off the ship. You can either do what they call self-assist, or you can do checked baggage. Now, bear one thing in mind, self-assist, you are going to get off the ship first because they don't have to offload the bags from the ship and put them downstairs and all that good stuff. If you do check your bags, it will usually be between 9 and 11 on the last night of the cruise. And then when they get into the port the next morning, they'll offload the bags, usually by group 1 and backwards. So group 1 will be the priority people. And then, faster to the fun, diamond, platinum, suites and stuff like that. And then gradually backwards. So you'll be on the ship waiting until your group is called for checked luggage. So you're going to be stuck on the ship a little bit longer. If you need to get away early and you have an early flight and you didn't let Carnival know, make sure you go to guest services before you leave the cruise. Let them know you have an early flight and they'll give you those earlier numbered luggage stickers. Or if I'm on the ship, come see me. I'll go get one for you. I'll pretend it's for me. Anyways, so you do that. Another thing, by the way, before I forget about this, the night before that 9 till 11, so you can do this, right? Remember to keep a bag in the room for the clothes you're wearing the night before. I can't tell you how many times we have thrown all our bags out front, gone out in my suit for the night, and I get back, I've got my clothes for the next day, and I don't have a bag to put the stuff in. So I've literally had to carry the suit off with me. So make sure you keep a little bag back for incidentals, shall we say. Self-assist means you carry all the bags off yourself. Now bear in mind, if you're going to be Mr. Superman, Mr. Big, and carry like 4 different cases down, you won't have much luck getting an elevator because they'll all be full of people trying to go all over the place. So you'll have to carry the bags down. So if you're on like deck 9 and you've got to get down to deck 3 with all those bags, just be warned. It might take a little bit of time. And the whole process doesn't take too long. Remember, they want to get everybody off so they can get the next lot of people on. But for example, on the Radiance, when they do self-assist, another thing is they always did it by muster station. So if you were muster station A, you'll be the first group asked to leave the ship. So if you're a muster station F or G or however far up they go, you'll be stuck on a little bit longer. So don't think just because you're self-assist you are going to get off straight away. They will do it in groups so they can scatter it and not make it too many people all at once. So just know the difference between self-assist, you'll get off quicker, and check luggage, they'll start offloading those people a little bit later because they're going to wait until the bags are ready in the port area, in the embarkation or de-embarkation area before they'll let you off the ship. Your call. Third tip this week, and something I found out on the cruise last week, I had no idea even existed. Did you know every ship has a public health officer? That's his whole title. Every time you go into port, first one to get off the ship, meet the people coming on, make sure the ship is up to muster cleanliness-wise and all that good stuff and all the health needs, especially with COVID and everything like that. So I was lucky enough to go out in Canada, in Victoria last week. I met this amazing public health officer. Not going to mention his name because I think he wants to keep it incognito, but he's a smashing guy. Anyways, I had a good chat with him about some of the things on board. And I found a couple of interesting facts. I want to read them because I wrote them down when he was telling me. He told me that, yes, it is safe to drink from the sinks on a Carnival cruise ship. Drinking water. Who knew? Perfectly safe. Cleaner than any water you'll get in almost 99% of the world, he said, is what you get because of the way they treat it. It's checked constantly. They monitor the levels of chlorine and stuff like that in it and everything. So, not my words. Public health officer. Boom. Also, the ships, because of the amount of cleaning they do in these ships compared to ashore, ships are, and I quote, multiple times cleaner than restaurants ashore, or the ship restaurants, because they clean constantly. So I guess the main takeaway from that is, remember this, there is a public health officer whose job is solely to make sure that your living environment is as clean and healthy as possible, and he ensures that is the case, or he or she ensures that is the case. So he also gave me, they have a vessel sanitation procedural manual that all cruise lines follow. And you can look it up. It's called the VSP Operations Manual 2018. And then he gave me a couple of videos to watch on YouTube that I have not had a chance to watch yet, but I'm going to. And when I watch them, I'm going to report back. Apparently they're very interesting. I'll be the judge of that. But I'm sure there will be. He was a very, very nice guy. Very nice guy. I had a great time chatting with him. Wish we had longer. But you don't have long enough in that port. So anyway, there you go. So tax on the ports, on the drinks. There is a public health officer in these things. And getting off and off the ship, on and off the ship, getting off the ship, self-assist over checked baggage. And one more thing I haven't done. I totally forgot to do this. So on a video the other week, I challenged anybody that could to tell me the new names, the old names rather, of the Sunshine, the Sunrise and the Radiance. And we had a little bit of a debate. It was very close. There were like a couple of minutes in it. So I'm going to give out to Douglas Bray and Sharkbait Lucky because you were pretty much tied. So I'll give you both a shout out. That the Sunshine was the destiny, the Sunrise was the triumph, and the Radiance was the victory. They were correct. So yeah, Douglas Bray and Sharkbait Lucky tied. I mistakenly thought that Sharkbait Lucky was first, and Douglas quite correctly corrected me. And I got it, Douglas. Got it. Perfect. So you are in. Yeah. There you go. A few tips for the week. Subscribe. If you have any questions, ask me. And send me your tips. I need more tips. Because I learn. I say this every week, but I learn. And the more I know, the more I can help you. And the more you know, the more you can help me. It's a circular thing. So we have fun, right? And with that, I will see you later, Cruising World. Any questions? Email me anytime. cruisingsuitguy@gmail.com. I promise I'll reply as soon as possible. Want to book a cruise or any type of travel? We are travel agents. Check out our site, elitetravelconnection.com, or email me, mick@elitetravelconnection.com. We are here for you. Finally, subscribe, please. Pretty please. You know you want to. Go on. I won't beg you. Okay, I'm begging. Please. Subscribe. Thank you.